Hey guys, Foxdrop here with another game commentary for you guys. This game commentary is the manliest commentary I have ever done, and that's obviously because I am playing as Taric Jungle. Not only Taric Jungle, but also Pink Taric Jungle. So this game, playing Taric, I was duo queuing with Gripex this game, who is the Cat Arena. Now, Gripex is a streamer, he streams some of his games, and he plays a lot of Lee Sin. He's got like 4 accounts in Diamond, and plays Lee Sin non-stop. So if you do want to watch, he streams every day, so if you want to watch some really good Lee Sin plays, jungle, mid, top, wherever, then I'll put his stream link in the description so you can check that out. But for this game, this commentary, I am playing as Taric, and yeah, the reason why I wanted to play Taric is just because I figured Taric is really strong now as a champion. I think part of that is because of the new support items, which kind of make him really tanky and just really beefy. But in general, I think he's really strong overall. Like, his new passive is really good, and he can just be very beefy and be a huge problem with people. And, you know, he's ridiculously fabulous, so that's always a good, you know, you don't need an excuse to play Taric. So, my runes and masteries, my runes, I believe I was attack speed reds, 80 Quints, Armour yellows, and magic resist blues. And my masteries, I think I was just 921-0, but you can play around with those things if you want to. So I'm going to play Taric as a support tank this game. You know, nothing too over the top, nothing too outrageous, but just like a gank machine, just like a CC machine, just like a useful kind of guy. That's what I was planning to do this game. I'm starting at my red buff, and I've started with my W, my shatter. The reason why I started with my shatter is because it has a much lower cooldown than my stun, so it's going to be much better for clearing out these camps. Now, because the enemy team has invaded my blue buff, as we can see here, that means that I now need to, I'm not going to get my blue. So what I do is I go invade their blue instead. Lulu does a really good invade with me. She follows up and helps me out with this, but because I knew that Elise had taken my blue, I figured this would be the easiest thing for me to do. This would be the safest thing for me to do, because I did finish my red buff really quickly. So I wanted to do this. The reason why, some of you may be asking why I didn't invade their red buff, because I did do a video explaining that if your blue gets taken, you should go from your red to their red. The reason why I didn't do that this game is because I finished my red so quickly that I knew I could get over to their blue before anyone else could react to it. I knew that, you know, I would take it away pretty instantly because now I can smite the first red buff, my red buff. It meant that it was finished really quickly, so that by the time I got over to their blue, there was nothing they could do about it. So I'm not going to be farming a lot this game. I'm going to be trying to gank, because Taric is not a very quick ganker and quick farmer, sorry, and also he's a very good ganker just because of his stun. But now I'm caught in a really weird place, because I see that their Diana is missing. She went missing from mid lane, so I don't really want to get caught out here. And I know Diana's here. I know something's up, so I just want to play really passive here and really careful. So I don't want anyone to get too involved in anything. I'm just kind of standing around. I'm not engaging anything because it's 4v3. I'm just like, well, Katarina gets a bit of free farm here because Diana's trying to roam. This is all well and good. Like, nothing's happening. It's fine. Katarina kind of struggles a bit in the lane early phase. So all of this stuff, if they're wasting time here, is great. But I'm also keeping my eye on bot just in case they reappear, which is exactly what happens. So our bot gets caught out again. There's not really anything I can do, so what I do is I flash stun Annie. I didn't really mean to take the kill, but I take it. And now we're in a fight here, so I'm gonna play this kind of slow. This is what Taric is very good at. He's just, look at me, just running around, just punching people in the face. I'm taking no damage. I've got good CC. I've got some heals. We kill Elise 2v2. Elise is a very good jeweler, and we kill him 2v2. So here I try to kill Lucian as well, and what he does here is he flashes to try and flash juke me, but he flashes right onto a cupcake and he dies. Now what I also do there as well is I leave the kill for Caitlyn. Now this is a double-edged sword right here, because this Lucian had just inherited double buffs, because Elise had doubles, which Caitlyn then got, which then Lucian got when he killed Caitlyn. So I could have taken that kill and gotten double buffs for myself, but I left the kill for Caitlyn. I decided that double buffs could die, but Caitlyn would get the kill, so I sacrificed like basically I give all the gold over to Caitlyn, but by doing that I lose the double buffs. But I think that's an okay trade because I'm Taric. I don't mind losing the double buffs. It's okay. So that happens, and then I keep going on to farming. I'm really high in levels right now. Hello, dog. I'm almost level 6. Like, I'm very, very close to level 6. And my gold as well, if I take a look at my gold here, I have 1600 gold, 6 minutes in, and I'm almost level 6. I'm now level 6 as well, with 1700 gold. I wanted to get, the reason why I didn't recall there and why I did that extra camp is so that I could afford to get my Spirit of the Ancient Golem when I first recalled. Now, I did a little quick counter gank mid lane here, where I just showed up mid, threw out my stun. We couldn't get the kill on Diana, unfortunately, because I used my ulti too late and Diana just flashed away. So instead, I'm just going to kind of try and push the tower, but I'm out of mana, so I don't really want to try anything, because without the mana, I'm pretty useless. So I'm just going to recall, and because I have so much gold, I can buy an Ancient Golem flat out, which is nice. Like, the sooner you can get these items, the more gold you get because of the banking passives. Now I'm walking over to my blue buff to see if it's going to respawn. Unfortunately, I hadn't cleared it out. I didn't really have time to clear it out though, because I had spent the whole game bot lane just doing stuff. And it's not too bad, I guess, like, whatever, it happens. And it's not like we have a mid laner who really needs blue. I don't really need blue. No one needs the blue buff, so it's not a huge issue with it being dead, although it's preferably it would have been up, obviously. So I clear it out and just go over to my red to take this away. And again, I want to be really heavily ganking now. So I'm just looking for places to go and gank. Unfortunately, this is the problem I have. By rushing a Spirit of the Ancient Golem, what I'm doing here, I'm so slow. I can't catch up to anyone to get these easy ganks off. I'm showing my face, there's a bit of pressure, but there's nothing really happening. I'm not getting any kills because I'm really slow. But I see that their blue buff, I figure their blue buff will be respawning now because I took it away and then I left a mini up. So I figured that this would be around the time when they would have cleared the mini out. And because Diana's just died, I know we can fight this. So what I do here is I see Elise is out of position, so I just stun her and I smack her around the face a little bit. And I even used my ult there, but I had no intention of killing her. I knew I couldn't kill her. There was no way I could have killed her. There's just nothing for me to glue onto her and do all that damage myself. So I just got her low enough to make her run away. So now we get this blue buff for free. So I used all my skills to make her low enough health that we got that blue buff. So now blue buff out of the way. I'm sitting in this bush here, just waiting for bot lane to show up. I'm waiting for bot to show so that I can gank them when they appear instantly. And I actually make a mistake here. Right here, I should be running out this bush and engaging onto Lucian. As soon as I saw Lucian run around the corner, I should have gone around and tried to stun him, because I know that that's probably because he is going to ward the bush. I could have used a bit of the blindness there to kind of engage onto him point blank. Instead, I run out the bush and just hit this Annie a little bit. But it doesn't really achieve anything, and I could have achieved more if I had engaged onto Lucian. So instead, now I'm just running up to this mid lane, because what I'm doing here, I'm going to pause this ever so slightly. Like this, you may look at this and think, oh, this isn't an easy gank, you know, like Diana's pushed into the tower, Katarina doesn't have any CC, what's going to happen, like we can't stun her. Well, I'm looking for a tower dive here, because she's on low health. I know this Katarina has enough CC to actually bring Diana down, and I'm just running in. Like I've got enough armor to tank this tower down, so I tank the tower and let this Katarina do all that damage, and I run through and I drive by, smash my hammer into this Diana's face, no euphemism, and we kill her. And so now I'm just going to try and push this tower down, but I'm running away because this Ringanguli needs my help. Elise and Lee Sin are top lane, and he's been camped quite a lot, and I haven't been top yet. So I try and help him out, but I can't really, there's nothing really going. So what I do is I just help him push this, because I know Lee Sin's going to recall. Lee Sin was on pretty low health, so Lee Sin is not going to be here. So what I do is I just push it away to the tower, and I help with Rengar by taking the tower down. So that's exactly what we do. Just take the tower down for free. I just showed up top and I was like, yeah, I'll push this out with you. So now we've got that tower, which means that Rengar can now roam and gank lanes, because Rengar ganking lanes with his ultimate and roaming is very, very powerful. Unfortunately, because I was top, the enemy team took Dragon, but that's kind of worth it. And also it was a bit of a misplay, I think, by our bottom lane, because I didn't move to try and stop it. But anyway, we've got a fight coming here. Now, my priority target is always, with my stuns, going to be the carries, or like an easy kill. And Lucian is really my #1 priority. Katarina chases Diana a bit too hard, in my opinion, but I stand next to the wall so that she can jump over, and now we've got a fight to mop up. Elise is just going to get killed, and I get a stun off onto Annie, and so she does too. So this is a good fight for us. Like, we lost Dragon, so it obviously wasn't worth it, but we did get the top tower. Basically, if you consider a top tower trade for drag, and then we get a few exit frags, so that's all cool. And now I'm just pushing it down this wave as well. We're going to get this bot tower as well. So again, we're getting even more. But this is kind of stupid. I stand around with Diana's Q debuff on me, just trying to bait her in to jump on me, and she actually does jump on me. No idea why she does that, but she does it, so whatever. And now when I go back, the last time I went back, I rushed Mobu so that I could now have more pressure in my ganks. As I was saying before, I was too slow to really do anything. So now I've got the Mobu boots, so I can roam and just be killing things endlessly. Like, I have not been farming that much this game. The only farm I've got really is from the lanes. I haven't had any real farm from the jungle. Now I get a bit overexcited here and try to flash onto Annie's face to kill her, and we end up just I kind of bait my carry into her death, but we do pick up Annie, so and I get a kill, so totally worth it, 100%. Although maybe it wasn't worth it. Maybe that was just a bit overzealous by me. But now I'm going to do a little bit of farming just because I'm on 40 stacks, and I kind of want to get rid of these stacks from my golem passive here, just so that I'm not losing out on a lot of gold. But I see this as a really good time to fight. I don't really want to engage onto Elise because she's just going to repel either to the Wraith or to those creeps. But I go on her anyway because I figure that they've got enough damage on Lee Sin to take him down, so they won't need my help. But so when Elise escapes, I go on to Lee Sin. And here Elise is recalling in a really dumb place, and we just get a really nice, easy mop-up phase because carry is really fed, and I'm just engaging with my style. It's not hard to engage on Taric. I'm not bragging about engaging because you just click on them, you point and click, and that's all there is to it. But anyway, I see this Rengar's fighting Diana, but she's kind of weak, and our whole team is around, so I'm not scared of this Rengar dying at all. I don't really know what this Diana is doing. She shouldn't be doing that. She's getting a bit too, again, greedy and stuff. But I'm just hoping this Rengar push out this top lane because I need a little bit more farm. The item I'm going to get next is an Iceborn Gauntlet. The reason why I really like this item on Taric is because his passive is basically like a sheen effect. And also, your Taric scales really well with armor. Your passive does extra damage. It's like a sheen that scales off of your armor, and your shatter, your W also, I believe, does extra damage off your armor. Yes, it does. So the more armor you have, the better. And also the like AoE slow effect from Iceborn Gauntlet is really nice on Taric because it means you can just, no one gets away from you. You have a lot of damage and you just have even more utility. And considering that's how I'm playing this Taric, I'm just playing him with utility and, you know, being like a support tank and stuff. This Iceborn passive is really useful. Now, Lulu gets a bit excited here and ults me to try and interrupt this Elise from escaping, but I don't have anything to keep Elise down. Like, this is the problem with Taric. Unless you've got 40% CDR, sorry, like 40% CDR, then you don't have a lot to keep someone down. Your stun is on a far too high cooldown to chase someone and just endlessly stun them. Now, this is... I've seen Elise, and I know there are people in mid lane here, so I'm kind of looking for an engage. So I just run out here, and I stun whoever I can, which is Annie here. But the stun doesn't really last long enough. It's a pretty weak stun, actually. It's only like a second. She doesn't even have any tenacity. It just doesn't last very long. So we can't pick her up, which is quite a shame. But I think this is probably, you know, something coming up is where we should be fighting here. So I use my stun on Annie, but it fizzles. But Lucian casts his zap here, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. And it puts him out of position, and then he comes to chase me. So now I get a stun off onto him, and this is the perfect fight for us. Annie is nowhere near, like, we're not being zoned by Annie. The carry is stunned, but this is, like, I don't know, without moaning too much, the Diana did a really good thing here. By zone, like Diana just was the bait, basically. She showed her face, and my whole team fancied going for her instead of fighting the fight, which would have been the better decision, in my opinion. Considering we don't even kill Diana either, it's kind of... it's not worth it. I think we should be going for the team fight here, but it's what happens. Like, I should have seen... I can complain all I want about it. Like, even in hindsight, like, in 100% hindsight, I can say this wasn't a bad decision, but it was a bad... Well, I should rephrase that. It was a bad decision, but it was... Like, in my opinion, it was the right thing to do, but it was a bad decision at the same time. Some people might be saying, oh, that doesn't make sense. You know, how can something be the right thing to do, but when you do it, that also be a bad decision? You know, how does that happen? And the reason why I say that is just because if your team is not with you, then even if you should be going in, and you go in, but your team isn't with you, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's not good. Because then if, you know, if like what happened to me, I just die because my team's not there, I can't then just say, oh my god, team, what are you doing? You guys suck. Because it was a bad decision by me to even go in. As soon as I saw my team wasn't there, I shouldn't have gone in. Like, people, a really famous phrase or saying for solo queue is, It's better to do a dumb decision together than just split off. Like, have one person do a good thing is much worse than having all of you do a not so good thing, which is exactly what should happen when people don't follow your calls up, or you know, don't engage with you. It was my bad, basically. So yeah. But now I've got my Iceborn Gauntlet, and I bought a few wards and stuff. Now I'm pretty strong. We'll see how much stronger I've become. Actually, it's pretty crazy, to be perfectly honest. But I see Lee Sin's gone in a bit ham here, so I'm just gonna stun him. And then with my W and this Iceborn Gauntlet, I know I didn't, you know, I'm not the majority damage here, but I do quite a lot of extra damage. It's pretty insane. But anyway, we're fighting here now, and everyone's engaging onto this Annie and Diana as well. But I've got my eyes on Lucian, so I stun Lucian every opportunity. I'm always looking at the carries. I'm always looking at priority targets to be stunning. I'm not tunnel visioning onto people. I'm looking around me. I'm thinking, who else can I stun? Who else can I get out of position? And so whenever even if we don't kill that person, if they get stunned, they run away. They just get so scared. They have to back off. Like, they can't stay around. They have to run away if they get stunned. So I stun that person, and then they back off, and that's exactly what happens with Lucian. Like, I just stun him, and it means he's, you know, not doing anything for a few seconds, and it means he's having to run away afterwards. And so people are just getting caught out here. There's nothing too much to analyze. People are just getting caught, and we're just pushing down the tower. And I'm actually kind of baiting myself pretty hard as well here, just because I know I'm not in trouble. So I'm just, you know, I don't need to run away. Like, I know I can bait someone and then just stun them if they get close to me, which is exactly what happened with Diana there. She thought she could finish me off, so I just put my dazzle on her, and yeah, and she died because I was baiting her in. And I spent a lot of time sitting in spawn there because I was deliberating on what to buy, whether to buy more carry items or tank items. Instead, I decided I'm going to get a Randuin's next, just so I have even more CC. Now my team's getting caught out top lane, which is kind of bad, and I try to show my face to see if I can do anything, but I can't. And instead we decide to defend this tower. I don't want to give this tower away for free. So I just use my combo, nothing, just, you know, just poking them down, really not doing anything. But I don't really mind losing health because I'm Taric, so I'll just heal it back up. Which is why Spirit Visage is actually a really good item on this kind of bruiser Taric, because Spirit Visage gives you CDR and also means that your heals do even more. But we're just trying to save this tower. We don't want this tower to go down. We're just waiting for people to respawn. And right here, Katarina goes in, and I flash stun this Lucian. Because again, I'm not tunnel visioning on whoever the current target is. I'm looking at the other people that we can be targeting, and in that case it was Lucian, as it is from pretty much the whole game. Just because priority targets, I'm looking at who we can get. Now right here, this game is pretty much over. Like, as you can see, like from what Taric does as a jungler, I was ganking quite a lot on just being useful as a support. Like, Taric is really strong, like I was saying. And now this game is really just coming to its close. We didn't even need to take Baron or anything like that. We just pushed them down. We just forced fights. And, like, my score right now, 3-1-16. That is such a support score. It's just, I've had so much impact just stunning people and all that business. So, this game is now about to end. So, thanks very much for watching my commentary, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, feel free to give it a like, give it a thumbs up. And come visit me on my social media. Come see me on my Facebook, on my Twitter, you know, all that stuff. And you can also follow my stream on Twitch if you want to do that, if you want to watch my stream. All those links are in the description, so yeah, so go and check them out. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.